Hi, I'm Lily reporting to you live from Dr. Phillips High School. And here I have with me is the wonderful and funny and outgoing Miss Kate Up.
Well, thank you.
Students here call you Miss Kate Up. I would like to know your full name.
My full name is Linda Tanner Ada. That's my maiden name. I use that for my middle name now.
Are you married?
I have been married now for 40 years in August. Yes.
Lovely. That's a wonderful love commitment. Many teachers here have told me that you're very interested in your kids and grandkids. How many kids and grandkids do you have?
I have 3 grandchildren, and I have 3 children. And the grandchildren are all from my daughter, who is married and living in Claremont. She's an engineer. And I have Mark, who's 13, Emily, who's 11. Oh, wait, Mark's 14. Whoops. Okay, so I forgot. and Allison is 8.
How do you spend time with your kids and grandchildren?
With my son, who one's in the Navy now, so I don't spend much time with him at all. And one works at Universal, so and still lives at home right now, helping me out with his dad this year. And my daughter lives in Claremont with her husband and children. So we visit back and forth when we can. We have dinner together. Sometimes we go to movies, or we try and plan some activities, things to do.
The activities you do with your kids and grandkids, are they your hobbies?
No, they're not my hobby, but my hobby is quilting, and I make them quilts. So I make them quilts for their, for watching TV, or my granddaughter uses one quilt to read books under. She, curls up in a chair in her room, or in their bean bags. Yeah, she curls up in those, and then she covers up with a quilt. And sometimes they use them watching television. Grandma makes quilts.
Wouldn't traveling fall in this category?
Oh, absolutely. I travel mostly with CIS. I have in the past. And I've been in many countries in Europe. I have been with my family. I moved about 10 times when I was a child growing up. So I went to 8 different schools. And and just, we moved a lot with my dad in the military. And now most of my traveling is with the CIS. I just go chaperone students.
You've been to Italy and Greece. How was that trip for you?
The most amazing trip ever. We've got to see places as a history teacher. You read about, you dream about, and then you get to go there and actually walk where all these famous people that you know of have walked before. And some of the roads were the same cobblestones that have been there for 2,000 years. Just amazing.
I heard about your amazing funny gator outfit. Are you a gator fan?
Yes, since my husband and I went to school there, I am a gator fan, and I do come in and dress up and embarrass everyone who knows me. I wear, what do you call those little cloggy shoes, those Crocs? I wear gator Crocs, and socks, and t-shirts, and hats. I have it all. Sure.
Now, have you played football or ever played football?
Only with family and friends. The girls weren't allowed to when I went to school. We weren't allowed to play football. And so just, to play catch in the yard, or do, just a little tag
football?
Yeah, touch football. Not anything serious.
Did you live in Florida your whole life, or did you just raise your kids here?
I have raised my children here, but and all 3 of them were born here in Florida. But no, like I said, my father was in the military, and we moved, and we lived all the way across the United States, from Portland, Oregon, to South Florida, to Georgia, Kansas, Louisiana, and we lived in England for 3 years. A lot of moves.
Do you still have contact with the friends that you moved from school to school?
I have some from high school friends, but I don't keep in contact with any from the elementary school, although I hear now you can go online to militarybrass.com, and you can find out about people that you might have contact again with. I just haven't done it. I'm not real good with that.
Can you tell me about yourself? Like, when you were little, what did you want to be? Since your father was in the military, and I heard your husband's in the military?
He was. He served for 6 years, yes, in the Navy.
Did any, military influence you?
think I would like to have gone in, but my father discouraged me. And when I went to college, I majored in anthropology. I wanted to be an archaeologist. And I got married, and plans changed, so I didn't pursue that. Maybe I'll go back into it after I'm retired from teaching. Children are grown and I'll have time.
I understand you're in the social studies department now with Ms. Mitchell?
Ms. Mitchell?
For 22 years. What changed your mind from archaeologist to become a history teacher?
Well, I think it really had to do with marriage and children, because you have a different focus in your life, and you try to help your family out and do the things that they need, and you make that them a priority. And suddenly a career that would have me traveling away from them didn't seem like the way I wanted to raise my children. So I just kind of put it on the back burner, and maybe I'll pick it up again.
In the past, have you ever dealt with any struggles or conflict like in school, any bullying or teachers you did not like?
I don't think I've ever worked with teachers that I didn't like. I think that the teachers here, we've been really lucky at Dr. Phillips High School, and we have really good people, and they come from a wide variety of backgrounds, but they're just generous and kind, and I've been, fortunate to work with a lot of good people, and I've moved my room a lot. Maybe that helped. I didn't stay around long enough to annoy anyone.
I've been told this husband is being a transfer for the past 6 years. What keeps you going to raise your kids, your grandkids, and keep as well as helping?
Yes, my husband has been fighting this for 6 years. I think it's the help that I get for my children that helps me get through. And honestly, and I've told my students before, they give me a reason to be at school and a reason to, how do I phrase this? It takes my mind off the stress of him fighting that disease. And so when I come here, it's kind of like a relief. And then I feel calmer and takes my mind off of it for a while, for these 7 hours that we're here at school. And it makes me better able to cope with it.
Ms. Gunn called you a hero. And what is your comment? What are your comments?
That was a sweet compliment to make, but then that's Miss Gruns. She's a very sweet lady. I don't feel like a hero of any sort. I work on my daily life. I mean, it's easy here, let's face it. We're in a very safe school and unsafe community, city. So I think those heroes, in my opinion, are those men who go off and risk their lives. And I think, as my husband would say, the heroes are the ones who don't come home. So I think those of us here are just ordinary people, and we go about our daily lives. But those heroes are the ones who've gone to battle and not come home.
Are you proud of who you are today?
Yes. I think I've accomplished a lot. I feel good about my students. I feel good about my husband and my home. I really care about each of my children. I think they are working hard with their lives. My daughter's an engineer. I have one son in the Navy, and the other one is a cook, although he has recently said that he thinks he'd like to work on cars instead. So I guess we'll be taking off with a different direction for him. But you feel good when you've raised responsible adults. And so I feel like I've accomplished my life goals. And now I'm sewing, so I make my quilts and just, I
You
feel
make the
good.
quilts for a baby, teachers who have babies?
Teachers who have babies, yes. Okay, not teachers. And I do get requests, but no teachers. No big people need quilts. They're for babies, and I make those. And like I said, I make them for my family. And I need to get busy on my husband's gator quilt. I have the pattern. It's just that there's so many little pieces. I just haven't even started.
Well, thank you for today, Ms. Hira, and I'm glad I know more about you. Then, thank you, Ms. Hira.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much, Linda.